Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the video I upload for the month, but I do know that for now, this is what I'm going to upload. I might upload it in a couple more days, but as of right now, this is a subject that I think is worth talking about. YouTube. It is highly unlikely that you will ever hear anything that I have to say, or even consider it. But could you please fix up the way that your strike system works? Because I see a bunch of channels that are being taken down for pretty relatively minor and or nonsensical reasons. I have noticed a large number of videos being deleted left and right. Half of an entire channel, I believe, was destroyed just so that they could regain monetization in the form of times infinity. I've seen it happen with a channel called JG Science, another one KK Data, and numerous other channels have all had to remove most of their videos just so that they could remain on YouTube, I suppose. Or at least remain on YouTube with any chance of making any revenue off of it. Both Count Dankula and Dr. Shame have had their entire channels demonetized, and I have no idea where half of Dr. Shame's freaking channel went, but I know that the channel is left in a state that's basically unsustainable. The videos that still are on YouTube are completely age-restricted, so thanks, I guess, for doing that. I don't know exactly what about these videos was so bad that it required you age restrict them. Taking into consideration the context of the videos, it was mostly just talking about things like laws, regulations, statistics, etc. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's probably a left-leaning bias because that seems to be a pattern among most of the content that's being taken down, is that it seems to be either right-leaning or against a far-left agenda. But whatever it is, I don't really care. I just know I want it to stop, like, immediately. Particularly taking into consideration another thing. A guideline such as removing monetization because of repetitive content. Now, I'm not sure about you, but that's a pretty freaking vague rule, which, in fairness, I suppose it would be nice to see channels like Brightside and 5 Minute Crafts go down because, well, they upload the same thing over and over again and get millions of subscribers and views every single day. But I don't believe that either of those channels have been demonetized. Meanwhile, other channels, which have done nothing of the sort, are having their channels completely just taken down. They are no longer capable of receiving ad revenue. However, these channels with millions of subscribers that upload multiple videos a day with little variance whatsoever are still up and running, same as usual, and still getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that the reason for this is due to the number of people there. They probably make you a lot of money, which is no reason to let stupid crap like that keep happening, but I guess it's YouTube. You can do whatever you want, I suppose. I'm just pointing out that as a platform right now, the way you're running this thing is pretty freaking crap. We got channels like Logan Paul, who upload videos about walking into suicide forests, disrespecting a man's hanging body in the middle of the forest, and then he makes an apology video and he gains all his subscribers back and everyone moves on and no one cares anymore. And then we got other channels which aren't nearly as offensive, and people are now warning against watching some of these videos because they deem that it might be offensive. Meanwhile, Logan Paul's entire channel has been freaking taken down for what I imagine is probably a pretty serious freaking crime as well. I mean, I don't exactly know if there are any laws preventing you from showing snuff on a platform which is pretty well known for having lots of children on it. But, aside from that, I'd also like to talk about a little something that's been happening recently, once again with YouTube, but probably a bit more with Google's Chrome extensions feature, which allows you to add extensions, and unfortunately it's resulted in a couple of problems. Take, for example, something called a video converter, which has recently, or not so recently, I suppose it's been a couple of months now, been occasionally stopping me from watching YouTube videos about 5-10 seconds in at most. And I'm fairly certain that this is malware. Pretty freaking sure this is malware. It's rather intrusive. I can't reload in order to continue the video. It'll just stop it again. And the only way I was able to figure out how to get rid of it was to turn off my computer and turn it back on again. I don't exactly want to keep doing that every single freaking time that stupid crap keeps popping up on my freaking computer. So, if for some freaking reason Google hears this, I assume along with thousands of other people, please try to maybe upgrade your security or something like that, because I really, really, really am getting sick of seeing that every single time. I think that you know about this problem, given that it's been pretty freaking widespread for a while now. Thousands of people have been encountering it. And honestly, if I were to say so myself, I'm honestly considering just not using some of your platforms at this point. Like, if I have to go over to Mozilla Firefox just to make sure that I don't have to use Chrome or something like that, if I have to get some kind of software that results in me no longer having to deal with this crap, even if it means getting rid of the Chrome extensions or whatever, then I'd be perfectly willing to do it, because as of right now this is absolutely unbearable. It's kind of an embarrassment actually to have something like that on your platform, and it's still going on after all these months. Aside from that, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I suppose I should be uploading a video in a couple of days or so, maybe a week. I don't know. Depends on how the process goes, whether or not I feel like it in the next couple of days, all that. Should be signing out right now. It's pretty late at night, and it's a school day, so should be going to sleep right now. So yeah.